Hello and happy Hanukkah. I'm Jessie Kornberg from the Skirball Cultural Center, where we harness the power of arts and culture to bring people together and build a more just society. The Hanukkah story is more than 2,000 years old, but the lesson of the story is timeless. It's that the struggle for justice, even by a small minority, can be won with hope and courage. Jews all around the world light candles each night of Hanukkah to symbolize the power of that hope and to help us feel connected to one another. At the Skirball, we celebrate Hanukkah with friends and family, stories and song, warmth and welcome. We hope you will enjoy this virtual celebration. We hope you'll play with us and sing with us, and at the end of the program, if you have a Hanukkah nearby, you can light candles with us. I think we're getting started. Okay, let's have some fun.
Hello, everybody, and hello to you. I'm Liav, and this is Janice. Nice. We are musicians from the Los Angeles klezmer rock band Mostly Kosher, and I'm here to invite you to take part in this great lineup we have ahead. But before we go on, I want to remind you that everybody that's taking part in this celebration is following COVID-19 safety protocols. Let's all stay safe. Now, we are going to have so much. We're going to have a sing-along, we're going to have a Hanukkah show with puppets, and we are super excited with the whole band to play for you in just a little while. But first, we asked you, how do you celebrate Hanukkah? And so many of you sent in videos of the traditions that you love, and they're such sweet faces, right? So as you're watching these videos from home, think about the holiday traditions that you love, and you know what? You can even write them down. So, here they are, beautiful Hanukkah traditions.
Do this, and then spin it and drop it.
Happy Hanukkah!
Janice, how about something, a little bit more l'chaim? Celebrate. That's it. Good. Now, thank you all for sharing your Hanukkah memories with us. And if you haven't yet, you can still write them down and share them with us and with each other by dropping it in the chat. Because this is an interactive Hanukkah celebration. And I want you to play along, just like we do in Noah's Ark. So we're going to need to prepare for this section a little bit. If you have a dreidel, you can put it to the side, keep it on standby, and get ready to move yourselves a little bit. You could shake it out. You could even stand up if you'd like. All right. Are you ready for this first Hanukkah challenge? From this moment on, when I say the word Hanukkah, throw your hands up in the air like you just don't care. Hanukkah! I said, when I say the word Hanukkah, you throw your... Right, yeah, good. Okay, great, thanks. So what is Hanukkah? So Hanukkah is... this holiday, what is it without a dreidel? Here we are at the Visions and Values exhibit. All right, time to grab your dreidel. If you don't have a dreidel, you could spin anything, a water bottle, a pencil. You could even spin yourself. Janice, she spins herself at home all the time. Now, a dreidel has 4 sides, and on each side is a different Hebrew letter, all of them representing a saying that says a great miracle happened there. Where? There, in Israel. You see, each year, Jewish people all over the world, they celebrate Hanukkah with different flavors and traditions, even, of course, in Israel. I wonder what it's like there right now. You want to go with us? We can. We could do it together. We have to just harness that holiday magic. In fact, grab your dreidels and grab anything you can spin, even yourselves, and let's see if we can spin all of us together, you at home, here at the Skirball, all at the same time. 3, 2, 1, spin! Let's try again. And let's see if we can have everyone spinning all at the same time. Everything you've got, all right? Here it comes. 3, 2, 1, spin.
Hey everybody, this is Giri Alo here, and I want to wish you Happy Hanukkah Skirball Center. Can't let them play with our lives. Every moment has an opportunity. They've made us doubt our essence. In this moment, there's no security. Don't give them the key to our minds. That's what defines our humanity. Yeah. There is a word that people used to say, I don't hear it anymore, unity. They handcuffed you to the screen of the fools. You don't have the right to think or make a move. Now it's the time to run away. Listen to what I say. Hailoga, hailoga, yaho, hailoga, hailoga, oh hailoga, yeah, technology, hailoga, hailoga, oh hailoga, tebawana, hailoga. They banish the music that we play. They're vandalizing our culture day by day, making our leaders look like fools, ignoring our history in the schools. No, 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 no. Don't give them the key to our minds. That's what defines our humanity. There is a word that people used to say, I don't hear it anymore. A lasting fire burning in our souls. They feel this power, so they keep us small. Brothers and sisters, can't you see? Only unity can set us free. Hailoga, hailoga, yeho, hailoga, hailoga, oh hailoga, yeah, technology, hailoga, hailoga, oh hailoga, tebawana, hailoga, hailoga, oh hailoga, hailoga, yeho, hailoga, hailoga, oh hailoga, hailoga, yeho, hailoga, hailoga, oh hailoga, yeah, technology, hailoga, hailoga, oh hailoga, tebawana, hailoga, hailoga, oh hailoga, hailoga, yeho, hailoga, hailoga, oh. Hailoga, oh Hailoga, yeah, acknowledge it. Hailoga, Hailoga, oh Hailoga, Hailoga, yeah, ho, Hailoga.
Everybody at the Skirball is ready for Hanukkah. Nice, okay, so you've mastered that one. Are you ready to spice it up a little bit? Ready for challenge number 2? When I say the word light, we're gonna do this with our hands. You ready? Flame fingers. Okay, very good. Now, remember the dreidel with the 4 sides? Each of those letters, they remind us of the story of the Maccabees. Now we're about to join our friends Mario and Julia in the retelling, the Skirball retelling of the great story of Hanukkah. A story told every year about hope and light. Hanukkah light.
Hi, I'm Julia, and this is my friend, Mario. We're educators at Noah's Ark here at the Skirball, where we celebrate storytelling, puppetry, and the many ways of bringing cultural traditions to life.
There is a light in all of us that continues to shine in spite of darkness.
This story takes place more than 2,000 years ago in the land of Israel, a land by the sea filled with olive trees, thriving with marketplaces and trade routes. For many years, different communities of people lived in relative harmony, but all that was about to change.
Judah, you've been here many times this week.
I came to see the Ner Tamid, our eternal flame. I wanted to check to make sure there was enough olive oil. The light seemed to be fading.
Not to worry, Judah. We'll always make sure there's plenty of oil here. In fact, we'll always make sure that the Ner Tamid does not go out. Now, let's go to the square and hear the news.
What news?
Breaking news. We've just received word that King Antiochus IV is issuing a new order effective immediately. Let's go live to the king at the public square. Hey, everybody. King Antiochus here. I've decided to issue a new royal order. I declare that from now on, only my religion can be practiced in these lands. All those practicing Judaism or other religions have to convert to mine or leave this land or face the consequences. Soldiers, seize the temple.
Hold on. That's our sacred space. Where are we to practice our beliefs?
Not my problem. If I were you, I'd just convert. Good day.
Oh no. The king sent his soldiers to descend upon the holy temple in Jerusalem.
Hut, 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 hut. You heard the king's orders. Convert or leave. Hut, 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 hut.
This can't be. I refuse to let our people's culture and religion be erased just like that.
Well, what can we do?
It's not what we can do, it's what we must do.
Which is?
We must stay strong together. Anyone brave enough to go against the king's order can follow me to the mountain.
With no place for the Jews to gather, a brave new group known as the Maccabees formed and retreated to the nearby mountains to escape persecution and find refuge.
Everyone gather and listen. We can't just lose our traditions and beliefs just like that. Soon our children will forget them and they'll be lost forever.
But how can we stand up against the king and his army when there's so many of them and so few of us?
We'll have to come up with a plan.
Ah, that's right, a plan.
We'll have to gather support. If we tell our story, we can gather enough allies and explain to the others that justice is worth fighting for.
That's a great plan. We can travel to all the surrounding regions and see who will join us. But if we fail, we'll have revealed ourselves as Jews, which is now punishable in this land under the king's command.
I know, dear brother, but remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the strength to do what is right in the face of it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. the Maccabees went in different directions, from village to village and town to town, gathering the support they needed to build a united army of people. Will you join us in the fight for our freedom?
Oh, I'm so glad you're all doing something about it. You see, we're Jewish too, but we've been in hiding. Shh.
We won't have to hide anymore.
We have the king here to discuss the events causing unrest and disturbances all across the land. King Antiochus, what are your reactions regarding the recent uprisings by the Maccabees and their supporters?
Yes, I've heard of these recent rebellions happening in our midst, and I will not tolerate it. As a matter of fact, soldiers, go find them and get them under control!
We'll keep you updated as the story unfolds. Can we get a gaffer over here?
You heard the king's direct orders. You must cease.
We never surrender.
We'll never give up.
Let us practice freely.
Give us back our rights.
Give
us back our temple.
With new allies organized and gathered, protests and battles broke out throughout all the different regions. United, the Maccabees were strategic, taking the king's soldiers by surprise.
Remain strong, Maccabees.
Up the tower, let's go.
We will fight until we are granted what is right. We won! We did it!
Yes, we can return.
Together we triumphed.
Victory! But wait! Look! Oh no, they've ruined our temple!
Oh no.
It's been ruined.
As the people returned to the city of Jerusalem, they found the land devastated. And inside the temple,
Look what they've done! Our temple!
We've come this far together, haven't we? We can work together to restore what we once had.
Oh, but they've extinguished the flame of our Ner Tamid.
In the darkness of night, the Jews gathered to light their oil lamp, the Ner Tamid, once again.
As beautiful as I remember it.
Oh, I hate to tell you, but there's no more olive oil to be found.
What does that mean?
It means that the flame won't last past midnight.
Then we must send someone to find more.
Yes, we'll keep the flame lit for as long as we can.
1 day passed, then 2, then 3 days. And the flame still remained. No one could believe that the light had endured. That small amount of oil had burned for 8 days and 8 nights, long enough to find more oil to keep the altar light aflame.
We have oil.
Just in time! The flame has burned through 8 days and 8 nights.
Impossible.
It's true! A great miracle happened here.
Yes. And there is a word for what we must do. That word is Hanukkah. We must rededicate our temple to remember this time that the light would not go out. The light that gave us hope through the darkest hour.
Hanukkah!
from that day forward, Jewish families all over the world tell the story of Hanukkah to remember the spirit of the courageous people who fought against impossible odds.
Hanukkah is celebrated every year by lighting a candle each night for 8 nights.
The miracle of light would be remembered as the moment when, just like that flame in the temple, the beliefs and traditions of the Jewish people almost ceased to exist, but instead endured through courage, resilience, and hope.
Because, after all, one small flame can give light to many.
Hanukkah,
Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One more time. Hanukkah, oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather around the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. Hi, I'm Olivia, and this is Seamus. Sing along with us. You might know this next one. I had a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Let's make this next dreidel out of ice. I had a little dreidel, I made it out of ice. It melted when I spun it, that was not very nice. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Let's make this next dreidel out of sand. I had a little dreidel, I made it out of sand, and when I went to spin it, it crumbled in my hand. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Let's make this last dreidel out of something yummy. Let's make it out of mac and cheese. I had a little dreidel, I made it out of mac and cheese, and when I spin my dreidel, I think of Maccabees. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Oh dreidel, 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 I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel I shall play. Happy Hanukkah.
I had a little dreidel, I made it out of mac and cheese, and when I try to spin it, think of Maccabees. Maccabees, you know, the word that means hammer, reminds me of the strength and courage it takes to stand up for yourself. You know, totally forgot. We're not done yet. Now it's time to hear our band, Mostly Kosher. Come on.
Baruch Ati, my father sings, worn and tired, his faith to which he clings. Hands that tremor with the trials of his life, he strikes a match to burn away the strife. He rises proudly, kindling the light, and one by one 8 candles shimmer bright. A fire that's burning reflects in his eyes, that burns with hope, determined to survive. Baruch atah Adonai. Come on, anybody! Wie nimmt men a bissel Masel? Wie nimmt men a bissel Glück? Redel soll sich überdrehen und bringen das Masel zurück. Die Welt ist beschaffen für jeden gleich. Oi, wie nimmt man a bissele Hoschen oder a bissele Masel, a bissele Glück? So where do you get a little fortune? Which way will the pendulum swing? The dreidel is already spinning. I hope that some luck it will bring. I pray to the one who is listening to remember one simple thing. If you spin a little dreidel just like any fable, some fortune you'll find great anew. If you get a little luck, no, you'll never get stuck. And the whole world belongs to you. Ma'otzor Yeshuati Lechanai Shaveach Tikon v'tefilati L'sham toda nizaveach L'tachin matveach Mitzarcham nabeach Az egmor v'shir mizmor Chanukat HaMizbeach Az egmor v'shir mizmor Chanukat HaMizbeach. Give it up for Janice! Woo! Put your hands together, come on, like this. Up in the air, get 'em up, come on. Here we go. We got Eric Hagstrom on the drums. Come on, whore. What you got? All right, I want more. Come on, give me everything you got. Hey. All right. Oh, more, the shield is more. Chanukat HaMizbeach. Oh, more, the shield is more. Chanukat HaMizbeach. And thy word broke the sword when our own strength failed us. And thy word broke the sword when our own strength failed us.
Hi, I'm Leslie Johnson of the Skirball Cultural Center, and I wish you a joyous Hanukkah. The miracle of Hanukkah was that hope shined through, even in difficult times. The light was a sign for the Maccabees and for all of us that all people deserve to be free and that freedom is worth defending. Hanukkah reminds us to stand up for what is right. Hanukkah reminds us that from the biggest decisions we make to the smallest of everyday choices, how we act makes a difference. The late Representative John Lewis wrote, "Freedom is not a state, it is an act. It is a continuous act that each of us must take, and every generation must do its part to create an even more fair and even more just society."
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm
again. Now we're inside the Skirball Museum and we're getting ready to light our menorah. We hope you'll light some candles at home too. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. I'm Asa, and that's my mom, and we light 8 candles for Hanukkah, but tonight we only lighted 4.
That's right. Tonight's the 4th night of Hanukkah, and so we're only lighting 4 candles. And what's this one called?
The Helper.
The Helper, the Shema. Hanukkah comes during the winter solstice, a time of year when the nights are long, but the days are short. And it's during this season of darkness that we light our Hanukkah candles. We affirm the power of light, and we share it with one another. And one light illuminates many. We are grateful to each of you for your light and for joining your light to ours.
Miracles can be made by every one of us if we believe in ourselves and our strength to overcome even the most difficult of times.
Thank you for watching. Happy Hanukkah.